Good evening to one and all present here. I am the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Subhashini, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to meeting number 302 of the Amrita Toastmasters Club. Let's start with saying the mission of the club. Here at our club, we provide a supportive and positive learning experience through which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, which will result in greater self confidence and personal growth. Now, before we begin, I'd like everyone to ensure that you always have yourself on mute unless you're speaking. Ensure that you don't bombard the chat with a lot of messages, especially when there's a prepared speaker speaking. Um, Please don't eat or drink during the meeting, and if you please keep your cameras on for as long as you can, because as it's an online meeting, there's already a lot of face-to-face interaction that we miss, and let's make it an interactive session. So the most important disclaimer of it all, please avoid discussion of sex, religion, politics, and as well as any discussion against or about our college. um, I'd like to hand over control to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Roshni.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashini, Sergeant Town. I welcome all of you to this meeting. I see no new people. It's all right. We're going to have a closed session again. Yesterday. Okay, we have a first people. Yeah. Aarti, can you tell me why you're smiling so brightly?
No, it was just for what you were telling.
Well, today is the last meeting for this XCOM before the next XCOM takes over and does a beautiful job. So, yeah, let's get started. Do I have a message for you today? No, I don't have a message for you today. I'm just sad and very low. So I hope this meeting does what I always tell you is. I don't know if you had a good day until you came here, but when you leave this meeting, I hope you have a better mood. That's what I'm trying to tell myself. And no pressure, guys, but you should make me feel better by the end of this meeting. Let's all mutually help each other. Are you all doing okay? Okay, bright smile. Bright smile. That's nice. All right, should we get started? Can I get a thumbs up? Oh, wow, that's a very active chat. I'm going to pass on the control to our general evaluator. Aarti, right?
Yeah.
I guess. Toastmaster
Thank,
Aarti, over to you.
okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, and good evening, fellow Toastmasters. So, as your general evaluator for today, my role is to make notes of the meeting and tell what are the good parts of the meeting and the parts where we could make some improvement for our future meetings. I'll also be acting as your MC for today's meeting since we don't have a TMOD or a theme. So to do this, I have a tag team with me who will be helping me throughout this evaluation. TAG stands for Timer, Counter, and Grammarian. So first, I'd like to call upon our timer for today, Toastmaster Namita, to introduce her role and the timing criteria. Over to Toastmaster Namita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. Good evening, everyone. As Toastmaster Aarti said, I'll be a timer for today, and I'll be timing each of your speeches. Today we have a prepared speech, so the timing for the prepared speech will be 5 to 7 minutes, of which I'll show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. The table topic sessions will be of 1 to 2 minutes, of which I'll show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And the evaluation for the prepared speaker, it will be of 2 to 3 minutes, which I'll show the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. And all the speakers will be provided with a buffer time of 30 seconds. So all the best to all of you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namita. Now I'll call upon our counter for today, Toastmaster Ishita, to introduce her role.
Hello, am I audible? Thank you. So, hello, I hope you've all been having a wonderful vacation session despite the looming fear of the results that might be brought down upon us soon. But let's forget about that for now. So, I'm the R counter for the day, and the role is pretty straightforward. So, I'll be keeping track of all the filler words that you guys use during your speeches. Filler words are basically the words that we tend to resort to using whenever we get stuck in the midst of our speeches. And these include words such as like, so, and you know. I'll be keeping note of all these, and at the end of the session, I'll be reporting all these back to you so that you can keep those in mind to improve upon for your next time. So let's all have a good session today, and all the best to everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishita. Now I'll call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Subhashini, to introduce her role and the word of the day.
Good evening, everyone. I have to clarify where I am at right now. It is 2:30, so it is afternoon for me. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Toastmaster Subhashini, and I'll be a grammarian for today. Now, the role of the grammarian is to make sure that grammar is maintained. So, I'll be taking note of the good uses of grammar and the bad uses of grammar, and I'll present my report at the end of the meeting. So, the word for the day today is something that we're all familiar with. The word is impulsive, and the word impulsive means acting or doing something without a lot of forethought. So, an example would be she impulsively decided to go on a trip. I hope you all use the word of the day in your speeches, and I'll be taking note of that. And thank you. I'll pass over control to Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashini. A reminder to put the word of the day in the chat box. Now we'll proceed with our meeting for today. So the basic flow of today's meeting will be prepared speech. We have only one prepared speaker, so prepared speech, followed by the table topic session. And by the end of the meeting, we will have our evaluation session where you will receive all your feedback. So we will move on to our prepared speech for today. So our prepared speaker is Toastmaster Anand, who is delivering his L1 P2 today. And he is evaluated by Toastmaster Roshni. So I call upon Toastmaster Roshni to introduce Toastmaster Anand's project.
Hi guys. So I'll be evaluating Toastmaster Anand today. His speech purpose is to have a purpose, and he has tried his best. I've gone through his script. Okay. Today we're not going to look at much except for if his speech is able to convey what he wants to convey and if it has some value or if it's reaching us. Nothing more. And just some general parameters that we always do. All the best, Toastmaster Anand, and over to you, Toastmaster Arthur.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. And apologies, I did not ask Toastmaster Anand for his speech title. Toastmaster Anand, what's your speech title?
Anand, you're not audible.
Anand, you're muted.
Yes, my speech title is Grasshopper has a solution.
Grasshopper?
Grasshopper has a solution.
Grasshopper has a solution. Okay. Toastmaster Anand, Grasshopper has a solution. Grasshopper has a solution. Toastmaster Anand.
Is my video and audio everything clear? All right. So timer, are we ready? So good evening, guys. Let me start with a question. Who all here works for at least 6 to 7 hours a day, or maybe even more? You could raise your hands. On an average. Well, nobody. I'm quite surprised, actually. Okay, let me ask. Oh, Aditya, you. Cool. Okay, Aditya, I'll ask you one question. Could you turn on your mic?
Yes, go on, Toastmaster.
Yeah, how many hours do you work per day?
It depends. I mean, even on vacation, I usually work 7 to 8 hours a day. because my definition of work is to just keep learning, keep growing. So yeah, that
Cool.
even on vacation, I usually just work a lot. I guess that's
That's
not
cool.
uncommon, but yeah.
Yeah, and were you entirely productive or you just spend time but doing very little? Just make it short.
I don't think I'm entirely productive. I try to be, but I don't think any human being can be entirely productive for 8 hours straight.
Yeah, I think you're right. Can anyone resonate with him? If we can resonate with him, then I think I have a good news for you. While I was busy not doing my work, I actually stumbled upon a great solution for this problem. And actually, it turns out my laziness paid off. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you a story of how I turned from a grasshopper to an ant. And this grasshopper can help you become an ant. So picture this in your mind. I have this work philosophy of working from dawn till dusk throughout the day, no distraction. This was my mindset. So impressive, right? But it was as effective as having a soup with a fork. Yes. And every day, my morning starts off like this. For the first 2 hours, I'll be a productivity ninja. After that, my brain kind of tells me that, hey, Anand, listen, you have worked for 2 hours and you did a lot, correct? I think you deserve a break. And will I argue with my own brain? No, never. I took the decision impulsively. Grammarian, note that please. Okay. So also, after that, I promise myself. What will I promise? Okay. Just a short break of 2 hours, and after that, I'll definitely start working on how to build this igloo in the middle of Sahara. But just give me 2 hours, okay? Just give me 2 hours, and I'll be able to do it. Correct? Yes. So I'll take a break, and then I'll come back. When I resume my work, suddenly comes, didn't what is that? Yeah, notification from phone. Yeah, who messaged it? Open it quickly. That's what I do. And how do I excuse myself? I just tell myself that, okay, Anand, anyway, you're going to work from morning till night. So why not just open this phone for 2 minutes and see all the inbox? Why don't you do that, huh? So I decide to open the phone. And you know, and I know that it won't be for 2 minutes. It will be more than that. I also have another problem. And that problem is sometimes I just don't feel to do the work. I'll be lazy. And especially for the work, if it's highly demanding. So anyone can relate with me till now? You could raise your hands if possible. Yeah, I see nodding heads. Cool. Okay. Now you must be wondering, well, is there any solution for this? Well, I also had the same question. And I searched through YouTube, saw video after video, watched every YouTuber, tried different methods. And after a long time, just when I was about to lose my hope, I finally found a solution. And I think the solution works best for me. And I believe it works for you as well. Here is the solution. It's a really simple principle. Work expands to fill in the time you have allotted for it. Wait, what? Work expands to fill in the time that you have allotted for it. Just think about it. Why do you procrastinate in the first place? Surely you think that when you have a lot of time, you'll procrastinate, right? I think it's partially correct. In my opinion, a deeper reason would be you are actually giving a lot of time for your work in the first place. And that's why the work expands to fill in the time. Let me get back to my story. What I believed was I should work from morning till night. That was my mindset, correct? And what happened was I assigned the time for this work for the entire day, and my work just expanded for the entire day. Then I ended up procrastinating, and because I was procrastinating, I was not able to do the work. Even though I was giving my entire day for the work, I just worked productively for maybe 4 to 5 hours. Then why not? Let's just work for 4 to 5 hours completely. Just 4 to 5 hours. It will do the same work, right? But promise me that you'll work only for 4 to 5 hours completely and not do anything in that 4 to 5 hours. That's what I said to myself. Wait, are you going crazy, Anand? No, I'm not going crazy. Let me tell my schedule. I wake up at morning, my current schedule, okay? I wake up at morning at 5 a.m. and then I go to gym at 6 a.m. So you see my muscles here. Yeah. So it's a proof that I go to gym. So let's come back to the point. After that, I come back and then I start working at 7:30. After that, from 7:30 to 9:30, I work for 2 hours in the first slot. After that, I take a break of 15 minutes. Then again start at 9:45 and work till 12. Then what? After that, after 12 p.m., what I do is I talk with my friends or family or go out or watch that new web series that's coming and maybe watch YouTube videos. Basically, I do a lot of stuff which makes me happy after that. But sorry. In this 4 hours, in this new approach, I can easily push myself and not be distracted. Whenever I feel very distracted or I feel to do something else, I'll push myself easily. One way to push myself is I'll just tell myself, okay, Anand, listen, you can't compromise on 4 hours. You have agreed that you will work only for 4 hours and you have to push it. You have already passed halfway through. Now you just have to push more and work a little bit. And after 12 p.m., you're just free to do whatever you want. Correct? And there's also another way in which I push myself. After 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., in which I do the stuff which I enjoy, when the next day comes and when I start to work, I'll be grateful to myself for providing me that time to enjoy. So gratitude is a very powerful tool. Correct. Contrastingly, when you see the first approach which I took, I had a very bad mental health. I used to work from morning till night. I used to believe that I used to work from morning till night. And at the end of the day, I just used to feel like my day was pretty bad. And then I promise that I'll work the next day better. But the next day never comes in the first approach. But the next day comes better in the second approach. In my second approach, the mental health is checked off, the work hours is checked off. So to wrap everything up, I just want to say that this method, this approach, you guys must try it definitely. At least in your holidays, you can try it for at least 1 or 2 days and you can decide. Now, I set it for 4 hours. Maybe you could increase to four, maybe you could increase to 5 hours or 6 hours, depending upon you. But what I thought was, first I'll work for maybe 4 hours, and then after that I'll keep on increasing it slowly. That's what I plan. And this method I'm trying it for the last 2 weeks, and it has paid off a lot. Also, this method, I don't know if it works in the college days. I have to modify it properly, but I think it really does a great job for holidays. So I suggest you guys would try it. And if you try it and if it works for you, I'll be the happiest man ever. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. It was a wonderful speech. But before coming more into your speech, we will have our table topic session, which is conducted by our very own Toastmaster Kalyani, who's going to bombard us with some beautiful questions and will make us think. So over to you, Toastmaster Kalyani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arati. So, good evening to my fellow Toastmasters. It's very evident that some of us have already made the most of our break, exploring new places, reconnecting with family, and some of us even reconnected with our old school friends, diving into good books, and perhaps even discovering new hobbies which we thought we would never even do. However, for those of us who are still contemplating how to make the best of these moments before our usual stressful college routines resume, today's table topics are tailored to ignite each and every one of your imagination and help you craft unforgettable vacation plans and much more. So, how about I give the first table topic to Toastmaster Aditya? Toastmaster Aditya, are you there?
Yes, yes, I am Toastmaster Kalyani. Thank you.
Okay. So your question is, so imagine you met the genie from the movie Aladdin, and as usual, he can grant you three wishes. So the first wish is obviously you are gonna tell you wanna do well in college, and the second one you tell you want to excel in being a Toastmaster. And before you say your third wish, he says, how about you choose something a little relaxing, like a holiday? So, Toastmaster Aditya, what holiday location are you going to choose and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyan. It's a very, I suppose at this moment, it's very thought provoking, this question. Well, the first two wishes seem enticing. They really do. I really hope I do well in college, and I really hope I do well in Toastmasters Club. As for my third wish, the question of where would I go is something that would be unexpected because I'm not sure if any of you are aware. I think Anand is, but I recently sustained a fracture on my 12th rib. So I'm not allowed to do much. I would pick somewhere relaxing. I would pick somewhere I would feel home. Somewhere where I could probably sit in the room, look out my window, and just experience. I have always wanted to go to Alaska. There's just something about going to Barrow, Alaska, and looking at the northern lights that I found ethereal. It sounds very impulsive, I know, because what are you going to do? It's so cold. You have to wear all the layers. You'll be sledding all the time. You'll be on snowmobiles. Probably not the best for someone's back, actually. But being in a room, having some warm milk or soup, looking out your window and seeing one of nature's most beautiful sights caused by cosmic events, it sort of gives you a sort of peace almost. Or maybe I'll go to Japan where you can see cherry blossoms. Maybe I'll go to Ooty. For some reason, Ooty holds a lot of memories for me, where in my past, I've just gone with my family. I think there was a time where I went with them 3 times in the same month to Ooty. So it holds a lot of memories. And the chocolate there, amazing. So all these places which I might pick, they're all places of meaning, I suppose. The relaxation that I get from them is knowing that I'm safe in that place. Not that I might be physically safe, but I find them to be home away from home. So yeah, these would be my 3 places. Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. I hope you get to wish all of these places. So, the next table topics, I would like to give it to Toastmaster Malavika. Are you there? Toastmaster Malavika?
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. So, your
Okay.
question is, imagine you won a lottery right now. Right now. But there's a twist. You get to choose the price. So, they give you two options, and one of the options are 1 crore rupees, and the second option is a relaxing holiday, a place of your choice. So, according to you, which are you going to choose and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kandani. I'm going to keep my video off because my net is very spotty. It's raining in Kerala. Um, I think, given that I'm already on holiday because I'm done with my course, and unlike you, I do not have a college life to look forward to, I would most certainly choose the 1 crore rupees because I have plans for this 1 crore rupees. I was unpacking some of my belongings that I had brought with me from Bahrain 3 years ago, and I found all of these wonderful mementos that my uncle had brought for me from Spain, Portugal, and all of these places. And I found out today that I really do not have a space to keep them. Uh, because we shifted and the house is a mess. So if I had 1 crore rupees, I have plenty of ideas about what to do with that money. I could build this little bookshelf for myself. I wouldn't have to think about a lot of things. I could have an entire room where I could keep all my things and finally give them a home. So I will take the 1 crore rupees any day. There is no questions asked there. I would easily take it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Again.
Thank you, Toastmaster Malavika. I like the way how you chose 1 crore rupees and how you plan on using it. So, the next topic I would like to give is to Toastmaster Roshni. So your topic is we are all so busy in our day-to-day routines that we often forget that a little self-care matters for our mental health, especially during the holidays like these. So according to you, does self-care matter?
All of you have collectively planned to make me cry. I am a person who strongly believes self-care is important, but I am at a phase of denial right now saying nothing is proper in life. Damned be the self-care. Okay, let me take this as an opportunity to rethink self-care. What is self-care? It differs for every single person. You might think about binge reading a book, binge watching a series, or going out for a walk, jogging. There might be different things, and maybe taking care of your health, trying on some different challenges of it. That can be self care. But I don't think self care is a one time thing. And if you do it once, you might feel better like it's a small dose of drug or a painkiller. But you'll only know the power of it if you're doing it consistently. I'm not saying every single day from 7:30 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. you have to do this, but if we hold some sort of consistency, it's not going to feel like a medicine you take when you're feeling mentally exhausted. When you're mentally exhausted, you might not even think about self-care. But if it's like a regular thing, like brushing your teeth or talking to your parent or maybe texting a friend, which we that can also be self-care, but we forget to do that when we are in a mental ambush or when we are in our break. The self-care feels much better when you prioritize it regularly. It's like God. Don't pray when you're only in trouble saying, God, please just above 9 CGPA, above 8 CGPA, I'll do whatever you want. I'll become a vegetarian or I'll do whatever. I'll go running every day. Like, it's not like God that you pray only when you're having trouble. If you do it daily, it will feel much better. I can't tell you how it feels because currently I'm not having a self-care or anything in place, but as a person who used to have it, it will make you much better. It's like a drain without any clogs. That's the worst metaphor to make you feel better, but there you go. Table topic must.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni. I like your idea of self care, and I hope you are able to do it often more like you used to. And my next table topic is to Toastmaster Anand. Um,
Yes.
so, as we have seen a wide variety of movies involving college friends that have traveled together and made the most memorable moments that they end up cherishing throughout their life, have you ever been on a trip with your college friends or are you planning one in the near future?
Yes. I think I have the answer for both the questions. Last week, I went to Aircard with my college friends, and yes, Aircard was a beautiful place. It had a lot of amazing nature spots. There was something called Gen Seats, Lady Seats, and from that point, watching the entire landscape was pretty much beautiful. Yes, Aircard was really good. And by the way, did you guys watch my new reel from Aircard? And it was Aircard was a really good place. So that was the trip that I went last week. And actually, we also planned to go to Bangalore this week, and it unfortunately got cancelled. Yeah, Aditya knows it. Actually, the real plan was we go to Bangalore and then we give a birthday treat to Aditya. That was the plan. He doesn't know that, but it got failed. But thankfully, there is a bad climate over there. Anyway, God's reason, I don't know. Yes, going out with the college friends is really, really nice. Going out with college friends is a different vibe compared to going out with the school friends, right? With the school friends, you just feel like being your child again, being like the child again. And with the college friends, you feel like being the matured man. It's just two contrasting experiences, and both are really good. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anand. Thanks for sharing your experience with all of us. And I hope you are able to make your Bangalore trip soon. And the next topic I would like to give is to Toastmaster Aarti. Toastmaster Aarti.
Yeah.
Okay, so your question is, according to you, should we invest time in our hobbies and perfect them during a break like this? Or should we find out if we have more hobbies, like new ones? Like, imagine you love reading books, but then all of a sudden you randomly start drawing mandalas and you realize you are way more talented in drawing mandalas than reading books. So, are you a person who agrees on that idea?
Okay. So here's the thing. In this holidays, so far I've realized one thing, that nothing is constant, even my thoughts. Because I remember even I started reading a book actually. That book is literally right there, sitting there, very lonely. I was planning to reading it for the past 2 days. I'm trying to rediscover my hobby of reading, but for some reason I'm unable to do it. I was thinking about reading it, but then I don't know why I'm not reading it. I'll hopefully read it. Uh, but then, yeah, I mean, sticking to one hobby is better, because I remember, like you were telling, that you have we can first I can start reading, and then we'll think that okay, fine, we'll do mandala art. We'll try to do that. We'll try to do this. You keep changing. You're unable to stick to one thing. So I would say sticking to one hobby at a time would be good, rather than like balancing everything out and then doing something, and start doing something and end up not doing it. That option is like very exhausting. So I would say sticking to one hobby would be a better option. So with that, over to you, Toastmaster Kagani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. Um, Question to the general evaluator: am I allowed to give table topics to the tag team?
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay, so Toastmaster Namita, can somebody take up her timer role? Okay, Toastmaster Roshni will do that. So, Toastmaster Namita, your question is: have you ever wasted an entire holiday contemplating of what you can do and ended up doing nothing? If not, what advice would you give to those who are about to waste their holidays?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani, for giving such a relatable topic, because I was thinking of the same thing when you started giving topics regarding the vacation. I wouldn't say I totally wasted my vacation or I'm wasting my vacation, but it has almost reached the verge of wastage. And I think I've done with 2/3 of reaching the complete version of wastage, because from the time I started my vacation of this sem break, or actually the year break, I've been planning things to do, like do this, prepare a course in this, prepare a course in that, get well prepared, write something, do something, go out somewhere. And nothing has actually worked. You get up in the morning, you are like, okay, today we'll do this next, then have something, then make something, and literally nothing works. The only thing I do is I wake up in the morning. I am a person who likes reading, so I keep reading as my first priority. So first thing in the morning, I wake up, I take my book and sit in front of that for the at least till the afternoon. Then, as Toastmaster Anand said, there comes this notification from the mobile phone that urges me to pick it up just for a moment, and I take it. And by the time I keep it down, or by the time someone from my family calls me for something, I realize the time is evening and they're calling me for tea. So the morning till the evening is already done. And you just have a roundabout of 6 hours, because I am an early sleeper. I am not an night owl, even though I am at hostel. Coming to home, I don't know. Home, my sleep time is 10, and hostel, it can reach wherever it wants, 11, 12, 1. I think it's peer pressure. I don't know. It's still a mystery in my mind. And from 4 or 5 in the evening till the time I sleep, I see this book again, I take it, I try reading it. Then my mother, my father, all of them, they come back from work. We talk a bit, and yeah, so the whole day is over. And I wouldn't say it's totally wasted, but still, there is nothing much productive happening. So I have to procrastinate everything I do to the next day. Over to you, Toastmaster Kalyani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namita. I'll say that according to me, your entire day sounds more productive than mine. I hope that makes you feel a little bit more better. So, uh, so the next person I would like to give a table topics is Toastmaster Ishita.
Go ahead, Kalyani.
So, college holidays should be as long as holidays that we get during the school days. Do you agree or disagree to this statement?
I feel like you've been spying on me because it was just yesterday night that I was telling my mom, during Christmas and during Onam holidays, I would get an approximate of either 1 to 2 weeks for each of it. And at the same time, during college, the same year, I was not able to even get more than 1 day of peace because for my first year of college, we had exams literally the day after New Year's. So I was not able to enjoy it. Meanwhile, I had to see my sister enjoying her holidays. She was eating, sleeping, gaming, and I had to study, which I was not very much fond of. So I believe that colleges should give the same amount of holidays as school because it is just education, but a higher form of education. Again, we're just students, right? We all need days to, cut back, chill, loose, let our inner child free. And I feel like colleges tend to put a cap on the holidays so that we'll be more productive. But the thing is, you need holidays so that you can actually get yourself a step back to kind of recharge, and that recharge helps us to be more productive. So I would say that yes, it is necessary, but I know that for a lot of colleges it is not possible because they need to push out students and let them into the working capacity world as soon as possible. So that's my take on it. Thank you. Over to you, Kalyani.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishita, for sharing your idea on that statement. And don't worry, I didn't get that statement from Google or anything. I had this thought from the beginning, from June 13th evening. I've had this thought of why we only have 2 weeks and wondering whether we should have more or should it be more less or something. Yeah, anyways. So thank you, Toastmaster Ishita. And my last table topic would be to Toastmaster Subhashni. Toastmaster Subhashni, are you there?
Yep, I'm there.
Okay. So your topic is, which is one of the places that you have already visited once, but you wish you get a chance to visit it again?
One of the places I've already visited, but I'd like to visit again, would definitely be Austria. So we went to Austria as in a part of a very short trip when I was in 10th grade in summer. We took 1 week off or like 10 days off. We went to Germany and Austria. And it was a trip that I got to plan from scratch. So I made my parents go to Berlin, which is a city most people don't visit unless it's business purpose. And I took them around to a lot of historical sites like a concentration camp, a cemetery. But the most striking part of the entire trip was when we went to Austria. We visited this part of Austria that's very famous called Salzburg. And Salzburg is this idyllic town this preserved as a heritage town. It is just so insanely beautiful that if I had the means to do it, I would impulsively book a flight and just head to Salzburg again. The surrounding area, the Salzburg Lake and Mountain District, which is called Salzkammergut, every time we drove past that, I was in awe. I was breathless because of how beautiful it was, how pristine the waters are. Imagine water the shade of like copper sulfate, and it's so clear and sparkling. And there's no people, there's nothing around, just mountains and then when you reach the town, it's all these beautiful little houses with good food. That's an important factor. So yes, I would like to visit Austria again. Thank you. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashni, and I hope you visit. Austria again. So that was a wonderful table topic session with all of you guys, and handing the meeting back over to the general evaluator Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani, for that amazing session. Now we came to an end to our second session for today, the table topic session, and now we'll proceed to our evaluation session. So we had one prepared speaker, that is Toastmaster Anand, and he was evaluated by Toastmaster Roshni. So I call upon Toastmaster Roshni to deliver her evaluation on Toastmaster Anand's speech. Over to Toastmaster Roshni.
Second, Toastmaster Anand, can you confirm that this is your first speech of L1? This is your L1 P4, right?
L1 P2.
P2. Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was confused. You sent me the L1 P4 second speech evaluation form. I was a bit confused. I just wanted to confirm. It's all right. It's all right. All right. Okay. So hi guys. I'll be delivering my beloved mentee's evaluation, and I'm very happy to say he has done it so well with such colors. I felt like I was sitting and watching YouTube. Slightly, I felt like I was watching Ali Abdal video. I'm pretty sure you got that quote from Ali Abdal channel, right? It's all right. I mean, it was so good. And if your pace was even a little bit lower, I would have choose myself to sleep. That's how good it was. It felt like a professionally edited YouTube video, and I felt like you have a opportunity in that domain. I'll be a proud mentor. So it was a very good speech. To say what happened, you started with a question and you moderated very patiently. And you didn't have a lot of content that you were so in such a hurry to finish it. So you were very composed throughout your speech. And you gave us beautiful metaphors and used beautiful poetic devices in your speech. And Grasshopper, Dusk Till Dawn, and Productivity Ninja, all of them, it felt like, okay, the speech is never going to dip down. It's just going higher and higher, which is good. And yeah, you had a very good structure, starting with the opening of saying, interacting with Aditya, and then telling a normal story and giving us an intonation of like, ding, ding, your notification is coming in. We all were together, like with you the entire time. The gestures, the vocal intonations, you having a conversation with your mind, saying, your mind pitching the excuses with your devil intonation. That's what I think you are doing. Those excuses. And I was thinking to myself about all the excuses that I'll be giving. And once you got us all into the problem and you established the problem statement, considering the opening is the problem statement, you went to the body and you almost got to the climax where you said, see, this is what I'm going to talk about the next remaining minutes. Work expands to fill in the amount of time given. So that's what you spoke about throughout your body. And you gave us effective points saying, I have a routine and this is how it works. I have interesting question. I'll ask that in the end. You wake up, you go to the gym, you flex your muscles. I think that's considered good body language. Okay. And you leave, you give the majority of your day for you to relax, which is good. And then you gave us another point of saying you just push a little bit more, advice to self, and gratitude, a very important part of mental health, which I think Toastmaster Kalyani also emphasized. And throughout the speech, you had two voices, one behind the mind giving us all the excuses and saying, what is that? What is this? And you were this positive person who I feel like it's crossed the line and is trying to guide us. I'm not bringing in religion. It was nice. And when you finally concluded by saying this self experiment that I did on myself, it gave us more hope to follow the purpose that you tried to convey today. So, congratulations on finishing your L1 P2 colorfully. It was very good. There isn't any challenges that I would like to give. There isn't much to improve. You did it well. You nailed it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Roshni, for your evaluation. Now we will move on to the tag team report. So first, I'd like to call upon our timer for today, Toastmaster Namita, to deliver her report.
Good evening again, everyone, and thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. I'll directly dive onto my report of the timer. First, we'll begin with the prepared speaker for today, Toastmaster Anand. You have actually exceeded your time and you spoke for 8 minutes 52 seconds. Now, let's move on to the table topic sessions, whereby Toastmaster Aditya, you spoke for 2 minutes 9 seconds. Toastmaster Malavika, you spoke for 1 minute 8 seconds. Toastmaster Roshni, you spoke for 2 minutes 6 seconds. Toastmaster Anand, for a table topic session, you spoke for 1 minute 23 seconds. Toastmaster Aarti, you spoke for 1 minute 10 seconds. And myself, I spoke for 2 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Ishita spoke for 1 minute 13 seconds. Toastmaster Subhashini, she spoke for 1 minute 37 seconds. Now moving on to the evaluation speech, Toastmaster Roshni, you spoke for 3 minutes 25 seconds. Kudos to all of you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Namita. Now I call upon our counter for today, Toastmaster Ishita, to deliver her report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aarti. So that was actually a wonderful session. We had a lot of wonderful topics in the table topic session and a really good prepared speaker speech. So let's go right into the R counters report. So for the prepared speech session, Toastmaster Anand, you had 1 R, 3 so's, 2 ands, 1 but, and 1 okay. In the table topic session, Toastmaster Kalyani, you had 1 R, 1 and 3 so's. Toastmaster Aditya, you had 1 R. Toastmaster Malavika, you had 1 R. Toastmaster Roshni, you had 1 so, 1 like, and 1 okay. Toastmaster Anand, here you had 1 R. Toastmaster Aarti, you had 1 R and 1 like. Toastmaster Namita, you had 2 R's and 1 so. And Toastmaster Subhashini, you had 1 and 1 so. Now for the evaluation session, Toastmaster Roshni, you had 2 ands. And that concludes the R counter. Over to you, Toastmaster Aarti.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishita. Now I call upon our grammarian for today, Toastmaster Subhashini, to deliver her report.
So, good evening, everyone. Before I start with the rest of the report, let's try to stop using words like guys, since it's a formal setting, and avoid using contractions and words like wanna, gonna. It's something that we use a lot in our daily speech. And I use it all the time too, and it's something we have to work on because it is a formal setting. Also, cause I find myself using it a lot, and it's always better to say because. Okay. The word of the day, Toastmaster Anand used the word of the day. Good job. I hope that's all. I didn't hear anyone else use it. There was a part where I believe it works for you. I think it would be better if I believe it will also work for you. I was giving entire day. I think the sentence is phrased differently. I think it could be changed. At morning should be in the morning. At the morning should be in the morning. There was a phrase, do a lot of stuff. I think that could be stuff could be replaced with things instead because we're talking about actions. Feel to do, feel like doing. Start the work can just be start work in this context. Contrastingly should be in contrast. When there was a sentence about mental ambush, I think it should be when we feel mentally ambushed. I'm not having a self-care. I think it could have been, and the sentence could be finished with I do not currently have a self-care routine, or I'm not following a self-care routine. It got failed should be it failed. Contemplating of it just has to be contemplating. Nothing much productive. We don't really need the much in that entire sentence. For good usage, I quite enjoyed the title of Anand's speech. I do wish you had touched upon that later on in the ending of his speech, though. I think that would have been an interesting way to end the speech. And drain without any clogs. That was a good metaphor. And with that, I'll pass over control to the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subhashini. And now I'll come with the overall report of today's meeting. So the flyer was circulated. Good job, PR team. And the meeting started on time, so kudos to all the role players who showed up. Um, and the meeting started with the tag team reports, and then we had the prepared speech by Toastmaster Anand. Good job, Toastmaster Anand. The audience interaction actually kept everybody hooked throughout the meeting. However, time is something which is very important, especially when you're going for contests and all, because in contests, the thing is, no matter how good your speech is, if you do not fit it to the time limit, you might get disqualified. So just keep that in mind during contests, not only in contests, actually in project speeches as well. And then, and yeah, good job on your speech and congratulations on finishing your L1 P2. And table topic master, good job. Your questions were really interesting. It kept all of us thinking. Just a small feedback would be to repeat the topic twice. That's the only feedback I have. Apart from that, the session was amazing. It was very interesting, and everybody were hooked throughout your session. And then we had the tag team reports, and everybody delivered a very precise report. Few of the things which could have gone better in today's meeting. Number one, the agenda was not circulated. This matter will be looked into. And a note to the general evaluator to ask for the speech title from the prepared speaker. And that's pretty much it, actually. The meeting went on very smooth. So good job, everyone. And thank you to everybody who have attended today's meeting. So with that, I conclude my role and I pass on control to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Roshni.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Aarti. Okay, here we come to the end of the meeting. Surprisingly, a very short meeting. I think this is the shortest meeting we have had in almost a year. You guys want to end it? All right. Sergeant at Arms, please circulate the form in the chat box. I'll be talking until then. All right. How are you all? Better? I feel a bit better. Thank you to the table topic master, but most importantly to our prepared speaker, Toastmaster Anand. I do feel like in my evaluation, like I said, the person who crossed the line is trying to get us that side. I think I'll take your speech today and try work on it. I hope it makes me feel better. I really feel hopeful that there is a rope and I'm not in the eternal void. So thank you. This meeting did really help me feel better. Now, do we have any announcements? Yes. From next meeting, there is a new XCOM. I know there aren't many members here in this meeting, but please do cooperate them and help them wherever you can and make the transition smooth. Be kind to your guests and members. Make the space feel as warm as when you came in to others when they come in. Many have been here and many will be here, and how you keep this place is going to be literal therapy for many people. So yeah, I'm totally out of words for me, even in the beginning address or end. I would like to thank Aarti because being the VP is the most difficult job in the entire XCOM. Aarti, thank you. You did a great job. All our conversations has proved fruitful. Please support your next VP also, guys. Great job, Aarti. And she has been my pillar, my right hand, left hand, whatever. Most supportive XCOM member friend. And yeah, I would just like to say a little bit about the ATC journey because I feel like I'll be showing up lesser to the meetings. As you all know, I'm finishing my third year and stepping into the fourth year, which is a difficult phase because everybody is looking at you from every other direction. And ATC is no more a priority, but you guys have the freedom to make ATC a priority and do the self-care that ATC offers for you. So you'll be seeing me a lot less, but just remember you can always reach out to me or any of my XCOM people. They're all open to it. And yeah, it has given me lots of opportunities. While starting, I was a guest. Now I'm a lot of things, which I was not when I started. Maybe it's silly things. Maybe I learned a little bit out of what I could have learned, but it's so much. Being a mentor, attending so many conferences, meeting so many past district directors. It extends everywhere, to the contests, to the conferences. It has been a beautiful journey, and you guys can make it yours if you plan to put your feet out. Maybe take the pass, ask your class advisor, do that extra step, and ATC will give you lots, open you a lot of horizons. I know many are not in the meeting, but please do share what I'm telling to them, because this is a message for everybody. ATC has been so much to me, and today is when I passed from ATC. Happy to have been you guys as president, co-member, and friend. And please feel free to go and fill in the Microsoft forms for the day. I'll also fill in. All right. Do any of you have any words to share before I get the results from Sergeant Town? Yeah, sure. Madhurika, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yes, I'll make this very quick. Thank you to all of you, especially Roshni and the outgoing XCOM, and I think two of you, Roshni and RC, if you mentioned Roshni, thank you to both of you. You've done a wonderful job, and all your XCOM. But I just wanted to speak because I feel like, and today I speak not as a friend, but as someone who's been on the ATC XCOM. There is someone. Hello, can you hear me clearly? There is someone I'd like to appreciate who I feel has not been appreciated as much as she should have been. Because I think everything has been so seamless that we sometimes forget to notice certain things. And I think that person today is the SAA. Because all our meetings, and I've noticed this from the beginning, everything is usually taken care of. The forms are taken care of, the meeting links are sent on time, and our experience with the SA has been so seamless that sometimes we forget that she's there. And that is her virtue, right? Because she does everything so well. And so today I thought that I'd like to also take a moment to thank Subhashini specifically. A lot of people think that being SA is very easy, that it is the easiest thing to do. And in some ways, yes, maybe it is. It is a first step that people take when they get onto the XCOM, but doing it well and doing it so proactively is not very easy. And as someone who was a part of the club for 3 years, I can say that I have not seen such a proactive and responsible SA since Hari Prashant, who was the SA when I joined. That was in my first year. So I'd really like to also take this moment, while we thank the rest of the XCOM, and they've done an amazing job, I'd also like to take this moment to thank Toastmaster Subhashini. I hope she turned her video on, because everything from so we have these two big bags of trophies and notes and gavels and awards that we have accumulated over the years. It is all the club property. It hasn't been it hasn't I think we have not like looked at what is in there for years. But I think it is only after Toastmaster Subhashini acquired it that there has been an inventory. I think she's working on it, or things like that. Every meeting, even when she was not there, I remember she'd make sure that everything was in place. I remember she passed on all her stuff to me once when we had offline meetings. All the forms are always ready. There was a time when this didn't happen, which makes it all the more special. And I really want to take this moment to thank her for doing it so well. And yeah, because I think we forget to thank the SAs often. So yeah, sorry for making that very long. So thank you to all of the XCOM for doing a wonderful job this time. Yeah. I'm sorry that was not very eloquent, but I think the point got across.
So Madhavika reminded me of one goal that the XCOM had from the beginning, from day one, or let's say minus 1.5 months, because we had the election earlier. It's that we were trying to get the club to a certain level because we have so much coordination now. You guys know when the next person has to talk and who you're supposed to call. We were struggling there, and in when the election was over for my term, we had a conversation, and only one goal we had. We had lots of ambitious goals, but one goal was this basic system is going to get frozen in this term, and nobody is going to ever rethink or stutter in this. Even if they are going to, they'll learn. But these things can't be forgotten. Giving away the awards, sending in the forms. So the basic things in the book, that Atomic Habit, that says, right, systems. On top of that, you can build whatever you want. So we planned on establishing that foundation. I think we have put all the grills and we have poured so much cement. You guys can now think of dream bigger dreams and build things on top of it. You don't always have to worry about the flyer going out, getting permission from the faculty coordinator. Those systems are established. Now you can dream bigger, like what the advanced clubs would do. There are some advanced Toastmasters clubs, like Meraki in Chennai. They use different methods, different sessions in speaking. They bring in and have new initiatives. So now the basic system is set. You guys can dream bigger. I think that's one thing we have achieved. So that it's so seamless because we don't know who's sending in the link. It is a work for a person to sit and create the link and send things, for VPE to put in the voting thing. We didn't have the voting thing until the previous term. So these systems have evolved and have been established so well, you guys can dream bigger. It's not going to be as difficult that you're trying to remember even the basic things. It's going to happen automatically. I hope we have a smooth pass on of the baton. Yeah, I think I have the results, and I don't know whom to call, the general evaluator or the table topic master, to join me. I think I'll call the prepared speaker. Uh, Anand, can you please join me in announcing the results?
Thanks, sir.
Okay, you have them. I'm just gonna call it out. Do you have them?
No, like, wait, one second. Ah, yeah.
Okay.
So
The
can I
best
announce
role
it?
player. You can announce the name. I'll tell the words. The best role player award goes to
Toastmaster Kalyani.
the best auxiliary role player award goes to
Art counter. Toastmaster Ishika.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Ishita. And the best table topic speaker award goes to,
Toastmaster Ishika.
yeah. So that was all for today. Thank you guys for all showing up and with your beautiful smiles. I see all of you smiling today. It's very nice to see. Have a great time here. All the best to all of you. With that, I adjourn meeting number 302. Feel free to disconnect or stay back in network. Before that, I would like to give the no control, but SAA to facilitate the photo session.
Everyone, please flash your brightest smiles. So let's do one more photo. I just need to go one by now. Yes, that's slow. Thank you all. That's done. Recording has been stopped.